Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today, it's been about a year since I've done the 3-color challenge, so I figured it's time to do it again. But this time, I'm going to be using paint markers, and that is because I had them out already from a live stream I just did. You can go ahead and check that out right there if you're interested in seeing what we did during that stream. Well, here's all my Poscas. We're going to empty them out into a larger bin. That's better. And since there's still room, let's throw in our Mondo Llama. So for my 3-color challenge, I removed black and white because they're not fun. And white is used for highlights, and black can be used to fix any line art because I'm going to be doing this 3-color challenge on a coloring page. Now, I've decided since I'm mixing 2 brands here, if I get 2 colors that are similar across brands, not within its own brand, like say the red and the red, they're too similar, then I'm going to redraw because these colors are more than likely exactly the same. And I also am going to use any like embellishing colors that I want, like that are like glitter or sparkle, not like a totally different color or anything, but I have the Posca and Mondo Llamas that are glitter pens, so I figured if I want to make some colors like sparkle, I can. Alright, I am going to close my eyes and mix this up, and then we will pick our 3 colors. Alright, my eyes are closed. We're gonna start picking now. So whatever this one is. This one. And this one. Alright, let's see what I got. These are the 3 colors I got. Oh, they're all like the same tone, and I actually do really like these colors together. So I actually picked a page from my coloring book before drawing these colors. I know I didn't show it, but you're just gonna have to believe me. And it is the roses page, and my bookmark actually happens to be the original colors of the roses, and they're not similar, but they're not similar to the original here, but I'm probably not going to color it the same way. So let's get started. Now let me get rid of this because it's influencing me and I don't like that. So I don't actually know how much I'm going to be talking here. It's pretty late at night and I'm running out of time to edit and upload this video. I know you don't care about that stuff, but it's just how it is. So for the 3 colors I got, they're within the same like tone range. So they're all like medium ranged colors where they would be like, for me, they would be like the base color, and then I would shade it with lighter and darker colors. But because they were all within the same range, I couldn't do that. But because they were paint markers, I kind of knew I wasn't gonna shade anyways. I do more of a cell shading type of coloring, and I originally thought I was gonna make like the roses orange and the leaves green and the rest of it blue, but I thought that was playing it a little bit too safe, so I went with blue roses and mostly orange leaves, which you will see soon, hopefully. This didn't actually take me that long to color. I think it was over an hour, like an hour and a half. And because I'm using paint markers or paint pens, whatever you want to call them, they do go over the lines, so I do end up going over the line work in the end. So I've had actually a rough couple of days, more like a week. And like, it's nobody's fault kind of deal. Like everything went wrong at once that could, and it like really demotivated me, which is why I'm literally recording this video days before it's gonna go out. I usually have like a video or 2 stocked up and ready before, you know, the deadline that I try to make myself meet. But I had a lot of things going on. I had a lot of events I was going to on the weekends, and I had to prepare for them because I go to cons and stuff. Like, I go to conventions and I sell my stuff at these conventions, so I had to make stuff, order stuff, you know, small businessy things. And I just didn't have a video ready for this week, and I decided on the 3 marker challenge because, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's a little bit over a year since I last did one. So I figured it was time to do one again. And when I pulled the colors, I kind of saw that this was not actually going to be too difficult of a challenge for me anyways. I do think the shading was probably the most challenging part because I was trying to figure out how I wanted to shade it, not really struggling deciding what color to make it. It was just figuring out where I wanted the shadows was the hard part because I kept losing the lines because the paint marker went over some of the lines. So I couldn't tell what was the edge of a petal and what was like the inner part of a petal or a fold. And we only had, I think, one explosion of marker, and I believe it was the orange one. And it worked out fine because it didn't like do it on the paper. I actually blotted off of the paper. Go me, for once. So it was perfectly fine. It was just a little extra juicy when I was shading the first rows. So yeah, like, have you ever just had like a really off week and you just were unmotivated to really want to do anything? I've been having a lot of that recently, it seems. I think I'm just burned out. And it's unfortunate because I'm not burned out from art or my channel. It's like I'm burned out from regular life. Which sucks because, like, how do you take a break from that? You don't. You can't. Not really a thing. But I'm not trying to make this like a serious video or anything. It's just how I'm feeling right now, and I was struggling for like 20 minutes trying to think of stuff to say during the time lapse. Because if you're new to the channel, I don't really like doing voiceovers, but I have been doing them a lot recently just because that's how it fits into my schedule right now. Because when I record, I don't have a lot of quiet time when I'm recording anymore. I barely had it to begin with, but now I just don't have it at all. So I have to like do voiceovers at night when everyone's seemingly asleep, and it has really brought my video quality down. I feel like I haven't been doing graphics, I haven't been like saying anything sarcastic or funny, but this is the reality. It just doesn't work out sometimes. So I know my video quality has been going down. I understand, I see it, I feel it. And this is just how it's gonna be for a while, unfortunately. I'm just going through a lot of hard things on top of like the other hard things that are going on immediately right now. But I don't want to stop making YouTube videos because it is one of my escapes from all the hard stuff. So hopefully you'll stick around through that. I don't want to be like, let me know of all your burnout traumas in the comments below, because really it's not any of my business. And you know what? You don't have to share if you don't want to, and I don't want to bring anybody else down by making everything seem negative. So let's get back into talking about the more funner stuff, I guess. For this 3-color challenge, I decided to do some embellishment colors. They were in the same colors that the colors I drew were. Can I say colors like 10 more times? Like, you know, I had a blue sparkly pen and like an orange sparkly pen and a green sparkly pen that matched the colors I drew. And I think it really helped make this theme more fun. Like, it wasn't not fun. Oh god, I'm explaining this really bad. I just had more fun adding like the glitter to it is what I'm trying to convey here. Made it a little bit less flat. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? And oh my god, like, I know I drew this, but the little extra little pieces that I drew in the original line art there are annoying. And I hope people that do own or are getting my coloring book don't think that they're annoying like I do. But I might think it's more annoying than the average person because I'm coloring around everything. Like, I'm gonna color black behind all of the little floral things, and there's just so many little bits everywhere that it was just very tedious. It wasn't unfun, it was just tedious, and it was like midnight by the time I finished this. It didn't take me that long to record, but it was pretty late when I started, and I was losing my steam really fast and getting annoyed with the little pieces. Now, I think my favorite part about this were the leaves, the big leaves, the orange and green ones, because at first I was just gonna color it all orange and like leave a couple of sections green, but then I saw how it looked with like an orangey halo around it when I first did the first flick of green through one of the veins, and I liked it, so I decided to do it in that style. I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, so you're just gonna have to look at what I'm saying on the video here. But yeah, I just liked how that looked. And I think it all really comes together once the line art is done, because it's looking kind of not great right now. But I hope you like the end result, because I did, and I didn't think I would. After I shaded the roses, I wasn't feeling it anymore with the orange being the shading, but I kept on going. Now, I remember when I first did this line art page, it was originally like a fully colored thing digitally, and I uncolored it. Not really, I just deleted some layers because it was digital and put it in my coloring book. The original drawing was for like Valentine's Day cards that I had made. And I liked the design so much that I put it in this coloring book, and I made it like all kinds of merch. Like, I have bookmarks like the one that you saw on the page when I first opened up to it. And I have it on my Redbubble shop, in my coloring book. So if you do like this design, you can get it in all sorts of ways. You just click my link tree down below in the description, and you can hit on the trackers and planners one, the merch one, or if you happen to be at a convention I'm going to, you can purchase some stuff from me in real life. Or, I mean, I guess purchasing things online is still real life, sort of. But in person, that's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm looking for. Now, while I'm drawing in the line art again, I did mess up because I could not tell where the petals were anymore because the lines were missing. Which is why I was redoing the line art to begin with, because the lines were all missing. So there are pros and cons to paint markers. The con is when you color over something, it kind of goes away. But it's also the pro at the same time because that means you can fix your mistakes. And I almost opted to just color over all of those little tiny flower things and draw them back in, but I decided against that because I knew what would happen would be I would get fed up with drawing them back in. So I would have rather gone around each and every little single piece instead. Now, the original plan was I was gonna color like the whole page black, but I had a huge dent in my finger from holding the paint markers, and I was like, no, I don't think I can do that because my fingers hurt and there's a dent in my finger now. Because previously I was live streaming right before I recorded this video, and I was using the paint markers during the live stream. So that's why we did paint markers for the 3-color challenge, because they were already out, like I said. So I already had a hand cramp and a finger dent. It was just getting worse by the end of this. Man, even watching this back, I'm like, how did I survive coloring around all this stuff? I can feel the pain in my finger coming back just looking at this. My god, just a third left. We can do it. We can make it. I did feel like I was kind of losing the shapes of some of the things along the way because I don't know if I just didn't do the line art nice the first time, like around stuff, or what. But I like went back in and added some lines back, or like gave stuff their shape back. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave you guys to the outro in a moment here and some music. But you know, sorry again for the not so hype talk. I don't know what to call my normal content, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyways. Alright, I am all done. Let's do a little bit of a shine reveal, shall we? Ooh, shiny, pretty. Yeah, and I hope you don't mind me adding black in, because I was doing the line art anyways. Figured it's fine to just use black and white for that matter. I didn't use white here, but I think black and white are fair colors to use in the 3-color challenge. But that is gonna be it for me. If you want to check out the other 3-marker challenge I've done, you can go ahead and tap the thumbnail here. If you want to catch up on anything you missed, you can go ahead and tap the thumbnail here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTube things of comment, liking, and subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!